If you're not failing, you're not succeeding. Even if it's just 1% better than yesterday, that is still a win. Consistency over perfection. We are not perfect, and I'm going to teach you how to get out of that funk, find your motivation again, find your purpose. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Shani, and I am here to help you be the best version of yourself. First things first, you have to understand that feeling lazy, tired, unmotivated, that is completely normal. That is part of being human. If you don't have your lows and your failures, you are not gonna succeed. If we don't experience our lows, how do we know we're at our high? Think about it. Allow yourself to have these days, but learn from them, grow from them. You do have to take action to get yourself out of that funk, out of that laziness. Motivation is not constant. It comes and goes. It's all part of the process. Allow yourself some grace. Some days are gonna be harder than others, and that is totally normal. I know a lot of you girls can relate. As a woman, we have our phases, okay? We are more emotional when our hormones are like all up and down. My husband knows a little bit about my luteal phase. When I'm in that phase, I do have that feeling of no motivation, lazy, tired, fatigued, and just self-doubt. But we do have to train ourselves to understand that it's all part of the process. It does not define you. Just know it's a temporary feeling. Our journey in life, it's like this, up, down, but eventually you end up here, but you're starting from the bottom, right? You'll have moments of low and high, but it still ends up on top. It's like the real estate market. There's crashes, there's highs, there's crashes, there's highs, but guess what? It will still go up, okay? Take baby steps. Small actions will lead to big changes. When I feel overwhelmed, I can't think of the big tasks that I need to accomplish. I need to start small. Literally start small. When you wake up, make your bed. Drink a whole glass of water. Make yourself feel good. These little actions that you're taking ends up building momentum. And that's the key right here, momentum. Go slow, eventually it picks up pace. Something as small as making your bed, going on a 5-minute walk, writing in your agenda, these little wins will build momentum. It will pick up speed. There are days where it's very tough for me. And on those days, I make sure my agenda is written out. When I get overwhelmed, my husband will ask me, hey babe, what's overwhelming you? Write it all down. And you know what? That's what I do. I write everything down, no matter how small or minute it is, and then I tackle it one at a time. One big thing you have to ask yourself, is this out of my control? Is what you're stressing about in your control or out of your control? Because if it's out of your control, there's literally shit you can do about it. You can't do anything. So let it go and keep moving. Focus on what you can do today. Even if it's just 1% better than yesterday, that is still a win. Do not overestimate the power of consistency. Consistency over perfection. We are not perfect, but we can be consistent. Develop a routine. Find what works for you. For me, I have to go to the gym. If I don't go to the gym, I am grumpy, I am cranky, and I feel very, very shitty. And so I know I have to go to the gym. Otherwise, I don't feel good. Drink your water, write in your agenda, put it in your Google Calendar, do whatever you need to do to build your consistent schedule. If you have one bigger goal, split it into tinier sections. What can you do to break up your big goal into tiny goals that you can manage? Let's say your goal is to look better, feel better, and eat cleaner. You're not gonna get there in just a week or so. It's gonna take a long time, possibly years. You have to start today in order to get there. You're not gonna wake up the next morning looking the way you wanna look, but you can start drinking your water, start tracking your macros, start eating healthier, have less cheat days. Those are all tiny things that you can do. If your husband, boyfriend, best friend gets you a box of chocolates, you have the choice to eat it or not to eat it. It doesn't make you a bad person if you say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna choose myself and not eat this box of chocolates because I have a goal to reach. Don't feel bad. It's just part of the process. That's just an example. Our next point is your environment. For you to find your motivation again, you need to take a look at your environment. Take a look around you. Is your environment full of clutter? Are you hoarding stuff? Is your house dirty? Is your house full of dishes that you haven't taken care of for days? If your environment is not clear and clean, neither will your mind. A change of scenery can inspire a change in perspective. You can start by tidying up your space to feel a sense of control. You can rearrange your room, your bedroom, your office. That can spark creativity as well. For me and my husband, we always have to keep the house clean. If there's clutter, I cannot think straight. I need things out of sight, out of mind, so that I can truly focus on what I need to take care of. Maybe it's ADHD. I probably have that. But to minimize that, I know what I need to do, and it's to keep my surroundings clear. Surround yourself with positive things, uplifting music, nature, even good scents. Light a candle, not just your external environment, but also who you're surrounding yourself with. You are the 5 people that you surround yourself with. If your environment and the people around you is negative, you are gonna eat, breathe, sleep negativity as well. It's gonna be in your core. That feeling of no motivation, that is gonna stay like that until you get that fixed. And if you don't have people in your life to help you get out of your funk or inspire you, join a community. There's so many groups on Facebook for like real estate, social media, school, whatever you're trying to do, you have to find a support system. You have to find like-minded people to do that with. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like you're the oddball of the group. And you're not odd. You have more wants and you have goals. You're gonna feel this way sometimes, and it's okay. Figure out what your distractions are and remove it. If you are struggling to find motivation, go to a coffee shop. Clear the clutter in your house. Go for a walk. Go somewhere where you know it will inspire you. Oftentimes when we're struggling to find that spark again, you have to ask yourself why. Remind yourself why you wanted to reach your goal in the first place. When you're stuck, go back to your purpose. Write down that purpose, put it on a sticky note, put it on your mirror somewhere you can see every single day and read it out loud every morning. It might sound excessive, but something so simple can work. For me, I have a little sticky note on the bathroom mirror. My husband taught me this trick. I wrote down, do not stress what you cannot control. That helps me with my purpose because when I have stressors that are blocking me from progressing, I read that sticky note. It reminds me some things are truly out of my control and there's nothing I can do about it. So move on. So think about why you started this journey in the first place. Reflect on the bigger picture and what you hope to achieve long term. Write that goal down again. Put it up on the fridge. Set it as your background on your phone. Also, visualize how accomplishing your goal will make you feel and reconnect with what inspires you. Whether it's a person, an idea, a memory, it doesn't matter what it is. Reconnect with that. Everybody has their why. And some people get stuck in their rut for a long, long time. There are so many resources out there. The fact that you're watching this video, this is a resource. The fact that you want more in life already says so much about you. You can be perfectly content, but you want more. You're put on this earth to do more, to be the best version of you, and you're trying to accomplish that. And there are days that are gonna be rough. It's okay. It's part of the process, and you have to remember that. Progress over perfection. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. No one is perfect. No matter how perfect someone may seem, I'm telling you right now, they are all trying to figure it out. Stop comparing yourself to other people because we are all trying to figure out our own goals, our own journey. And if someone tells you they have it all figured out, They don't. An imperfect action is better than waiting for the perfect moment. Are you gonna sit around and just wait for that perfect moment? No. You're gonna go through trial and error, mistakes, ups and downs to get where you need to be. All those mistakes eventually leads you to where your goal is. Don't wait to feel 100% ready. That's gonna push you back even further. I'm sure a lot of you are overthinkers just like I am, and I had to learn not to overthink, to just do. I need everything set in stone, all my ducks lined up in a row for me to do something. And I've learned that that's not always the case. You have to take baby steps. You are not going to have all the answers. Just take one step, even if it's messy. I don't care how messy it is. Not your house though. I'm just talking about the journey. No matter how messy the journey is, it's okay. Progress is what counts. That's the most important factor for this. Stop overthinking it. Just start. It is that simple. Start. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Small progress, messy progress is still better than being stuck. Because when you are messy and when you make mistakes or have those failures, that is all progress. Because guess what? You're learning from all those mistakes and failures. If you're not failing, you're not succeeding. Mistakes are part of growth. Embrace them as lessons, not as failures. I don't want to hear you say failure. It's progress. It's part of your journey. If you implement changes in your life, you will get to your goal. You will get out of this funk, but you have to make changes. Otherwise, things will remain the same. Put all of this into action, and I promise you, your life will be what you vision it to be. You're gonna be okay.